Hi guys, welcome to another card video. Today's card is a pineapple card, and we're going to be using this really cute pineapple stamp. I picked this up back in November at Michael's. It was in their $1.50 bin. I'm also going to be embossing this pineapple with some a la mode gold embossing powder. To save a little bit of time, I've already embossed this pineapple onto some watercolor cardstock. So we're going to be watercoloring this. I'm just going to get out a little paintbrush, some water, and when I watercolor, I like to have a little piece of this absorber cloth. I ordered this on Amazon. It's the same stuff basically that you can buy to clean your stamps off with, which I also use it for that too. And I've seen this available at Walmart and Fred Meyer, and it doesn't cost too much, and you get a lot on here so you can cut it many times. So to watercolor, I have my kuretake watercolors, and I'm going to be using colors 43 and 44. Those are for the pineapple. And I'm also going to use colors 51 and 52 for the stem. So I'm just going to speed all this watercoloring up, and I'm just getting a nice wash of yellow down right now. And while that is still wet, I'm going to go in with the brown tone. And I like to have a piece of scratch paper too, and that just helps me see the intensity of the color. So I'm just going to go around the edges of the pineapple, and I'm just adding it, little bits here and there. And I'm not being super particular about shadows or highlights, honestly, I'm just getting the color down. So now I'm going to work on the green shade. And then I'm just going to go back through and add a little more intense color. One thing I like about watercolor is if you make a mistake, you can just pick that little mistake up with some water. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to actually go over it one more time with another layer of watercolor, and I'm going to cut the image out. But for now, we're going to set it aside and work on our card front. I'm going to be using this pineapple stamp to stamp all over the front of the card. We're going to be making our own background paper. And I'm just going to stamp this in every which direction. I just want it to be fun and full of movement. So after I get all the full pineapple stamped, I like to go around the edges and just do the stem or just the bottom of the pineapple. And when we have that finished, we're just going to set it aside. And here I have my pineapple already cut out and the second layer of watercolor finished. And I just want to show you these. These are going to be little sunglasses for the pineapple. And my Cricut Explorer cut this out, and it cut it so tiny and so well. These are a little under 3/4 of an inch, and just look how tiny those cuts are. The bridge of the nose on the sunglasses is just the teeniest, thinnest cut ever, and the Cricut cut it out perfectly. So next up I have my multimedia matte glue. Finally said that in the correct order. And I'm just going to squirt a little bit of this on some scratch paper. And I'm going to use a toothpick to apply this to the sunglasses. And I'm also going to use it as a little applicator tool to add this to the front of the pineapple. These make really cute, tiny little sunglasses. And then I'm just going to squeeze a little bit more into the centers of the glasses, and this is where I will add the black hearts. And then I just give those a nice little press down with a toothpick or my finger, and now that pineapple has the cutest little shades on ever. So here he is up close, and he is almost finished. One more little touch is the Stella Pen, and you cannot go wrong with the Stella Pen. I'm going to be adding it to the sunglasses. It adds just like the nicest little shimmer ever. If you still haven't gotten one of these, I highly suggest in investing in one. They're really only around $7, and you can probably get them with a coupon at Michael's. They are really worth it. So I'm just going to finish that up, and here's a little close-up of that sparkle. So next up I have a set of Spellbinder dies, and this has a little variety of dies in it, and we're going to cut out the Celebrate die. I've actually cut that out 3 times, and there's a little look at the die itself. So I've already glued 2 of them together, and we're just going to glue the last one on top. So I'm just going to put a little dots of glue all around this Celebrate die. And this one is really easy to stick together. I didn't have any trouble lining it up or anything. Just pop it right on top and press it down, and you can just really easily align it with your fingers. So with that all lined up, we're just going to set it aside. And next we're going to work on the card front. I have a piece of pink cardstock, this is from Recollections, and the background that I stamped. So to adhere these together, I'm just going to use some of my Scotch quick dry adhesive, and I'm just going to put a thin line of this around all 4 sides. And then I'm just going to line this up and press it down. And next we're going to attach a piece of vellum over the background that I stamped. It's a little distracting, so we want to tone it down a little bit. And to attach that vellum, I'm just going to use a little bit of my ATG gun. Just a tiny little piece right there. The pineapple is going to cover it, but that ATG tape is virtually invisible. So I'm just going to line that up and press it down. So now that that's adhered, I want to add some Wink of Stella to my die cut. This will tie the sunglasses and the die cut together. And of course, more Wink of Stella on your card, the better. So now that that is almost finished, I'm going to add some glue to the back of it. Just little dots like I've done before. Then I'm just going to get this as straight as possible on my card front and just press it down. So next up, I want to put some Scotch foam adhesive on the back of the pineapple. So now that that's in place, I'm just going to take this backing off really quick. And then I want to put my pineapple a little towards the top of the card and of course centered. And when I got it in place, I'm just going to press it down and our card front is finished. But of course we need to attach it to our actual card base. When folded, the card base measures 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. Just going to use my Scotch quick dry adhesive one more time. So now I'm just going to line my card front up onto my card base and make it as straight as possible. And press everything down to make sure it's nice and secure. And our card front is all finished. But of course I want to do a little something on the inside. Going to keep it kind of simple, just going to stamp one little pineapple on that piece of cardstock there. Just going to run my ATG gun around all 4 sides. And then just line that up right in the center. And now the inside of our card is all finished. So I hope you guys liked this card. I think it turned out really cute. It is a fast and fun card to make with minimal supplies. So with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back again soon with another card tutorial. Bye!